What is up, everybody? This is your boy D-Bands coming in with another video. Today what I'm going to be doing is reviewing the Vapid Hustler. So I'm going to try my best to make this short, but these in-depth reviews never are short. Just letting you know, that's just how it goes. My in-depth reviews are never short, they're always long as fuck. But before I actually start this video, I'd like to say, if you could subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot. Leave a like on the videos, because I do car reviews all the damn time and in-depth, so you know about every car and every detail. Pretty dope series, and it's gonna keep on going, man. We got what, 100? We got so many damn cars in GTA. I'm gonna do all my favorites first, which that's why every single car I do gets good ass ratings, because I'm doing the ones that I find very unique and the best. But as I keep going in the series, I'm gonna have to, eventually all the cars that I like, it's gonna be a long ass time, but eventually all the cars I like will run out. I'll have to get to the nitty gritty. I'll start doing some other shit. But regardless, today I want to do the Vapid Hustler, and I'm gonna smack this vape right quick. Fucking smoke, bro. Damn. So, Vapid Hustler, little backstory. This car is in GTA San Andreas, so it's dope as fuck. On top of that, this is like a hot knife that's buffed. Everybody knows what the hot knife is, well, especially if you played on last gen, like me, an OG player. It's funny because GTA has been out this long, and if you're an OG player, don't mean shit, but on Fortnite, it's like, are you an OG? Are you an OG? I don't play Fortnite, by the way, at all. I quit. I used to play Fortnite. I quit. I realized how dumb it was and stupid. Building and all that, fuck that. I realized how shitty Fortnite was, so I quit. But I did used to play it, but it was all about, are you an OG? Oh, fuck Black Knight, ooh, Gold Trooper, stupid shit like that. Fuck, I don't even care, because I raked up so many views making them Fortnite videos. I was raking them up, dude. I got like 8,000 views on one video. I get these GTA videos out there, these reviews and shit, get like 30 views. I get on, make a Fortnite video about a fucking outfit, and it's like fucking 4,000 views. It's insanity. But let's start it off with starting up the car in here and how it starts up. Normal startup, it actually, I mean, of course I already knew this, but I'm acting, I'm not acting, but I'm showing you, because if you never drove this car, or if you haven't drove it in ages, or you want to buy it again because you sold it regardless, so you know every little detail. I already know that doesn't have a startup sound, of course, that's every car's, I'm gonna just, just test everything. But revving it, it has a very, it's a nice. It has a very like muscle car sound, like it just sounds cool, and it sounds like the car should. Like there's some cars in the game, they just don't sound like they should. I like the sound of the car a lot. It really sounds good. You rev it, it's also geared really high. Some cars in GTA take a little longer to get to their max RPMs when revving it. You get, like the Gauntlet, for example, that thing takes forever. Or like the regular Coquette, not the classic, but the regular one. They just take a little bit of time. This thing's geared real high though, which means it's really good. The speed of this thing, I'm gonna give it a 7. It's in the muscle car class. Oh, I forgot you wheelie if you rev it, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 in the muscle car class. I mean, this thing's pretty damn good. You see that? That's how we be rolling in the Hustler. Haha. Hell yeah. Oh, don't got handles though. It drifted pretty good though. But it definitely can't grip well at all. Look at this thing. Oh, spin it out. This car's so fun to drive. Customization on this car, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I mean, fuck it, dude. This thing has a lot of exhaust options and all that good stuff. I mean, fuck. This thing has mad options for the hoods, the exhaust, the liveries. It has like 12 cool liveries. Like, this thing's badass. They put time into this Hustler for sure. Puts the hot knife in the ground, buried. This was for all them people that were hot knife fans, and they're like, nah, dog, we got a new hot rod in the fucking game. It's called the Hustler. It sounds 10 times more aggressive than the hot knife. This thing's dope. Handling on it, I'm gonna give it a 2. This is not for handling. I mean, you've seen, I did that one cool slide or drift or whatever you want to call it earlier, but that was kind of luck. I mean, I guess it slides good, yeah, but it's not for handling at all. It's for wide turns, you could slide. I'm saying if you take like a sharp turn though, you're beat. You're beat. You got to take this sharp turn really slow, or else you're just going nowhere. So handling 2, fun factor, this car I'm gonna give it an 8. You feel really good while driving this. It's unique. You never see it on the road like a lot of cars. GTA just, you mostly see people in supercars. Not gonna lie, I mean, that's pretty much all you see is supercars and oppressors. So you'll never, maybe you'll see one of these, but I don't know, I doubt it. A lot of people don't care for this car. It's old, and when a car gets old, a lot of people don't drive it, especially like muscle cars and shit. I don't know why. But yeah, fun factor's 8. Should you buy it? Hell yeah, I mean, definitely recommend buying this car. Pretty damn badass. Like, I like this car a lot. When you wheelie with it, look at that. I mean, that one was bad. That one earlier, if there's not bumps and shit, it's a lot easier. The bumps slow it down. But you see, like, it picked up mad speed. If you time it right, you know what I mean? It gets up there quick. Like, if you wheelie, it boosts the speed up from a 7 to like an 8.5. That's only if you wheelie in a straight line. So, I mean, you know, it's all pretty dope. But yeah, definitely buy it. And now a little backstory. So, this is just reminiscing and talking about nowadays. It's both combined. So, if you want to sit and enjoy this little story I want to talk about. So, on PS3, if you bought the collector's edition of the GTA 5, you know, the collector's edition, it came with a bunch of shit in real life, like a Los Santos hat or something, and it came with a bunch of cool shit, like an Easter egg map. I don't know, it was pretty damn cool. If you watch a video of someone unboxing the PS3 collector's edition, you will see at the time that PS3 came out, like GTA and PS3, you'll see that it was the fucking shit to have the collector's edition. And if you have the accessories from in real life, it's still the shit. But because it's like really rare now. It was like $150 at the time. So do you want to pay 60 or 150? Like, what the fuck? I should have got a collector's edition. I would have felt a lot cooler on PS3. I don't know. But anyways, on PS3 they added 3 vehicles that you could get with the collector's edition. They added the Hot Knife, the Chameleon, which sucked. The Chameleon was horrible. The Hot Knife was cool though. And then they added this carbon bike. It was like the Carbon RS, I think. It was, I don't know, it might be that. But it was just a bike, like a street bike. Fucking pretty dope, like cross rocket. You get what I'm talking about. Like a Japanese street bike. It was pretty dope though. They added that, and the Hot Knife. Like I said, the Chameleon was pretty stupid. I hate electric cars altogether. Gas cars have sound and are a lot better. But yeah, electric cars suck. But the Hot Knife was added. And at the time, that was the only like hot rod in the game. There was no other hot rods. And even when, you know, but the thing was, you know, the collector's edition came with all that cool shit in game and in real life. You got accessories. I mean, for GTA, I mean, it was amazing. But when you had the Hot Knife, I mean, it was just the shit. And then PS4 came out. They added the Hot Knife for everybody. Everything from the collector's edition. If you just bought a PS4 copy of GTA, you got it all. Probably because they were just sick of people trying to find ways to glitch it in their inventory. They were so sick of this shit. GTA, they just can't control their game, man. They're not like other games. They just can't control it. But yeah, so they added the Hot Knife, and it's still the only hot rod. And then one day, they're like, we're gonna start adding back old cars from older GTA. So they added Infernus. I mean, it might have came after this car, but I forget when each one came out. But I definitely know this. They were like, this is the Hustler from GTA San Andreas. And it is like a Hot Knife, but with a trillion more accessories to add to it. The sound's better, and it looks a lot cooler. I don't know, the Hot Knife's pretty dope still though. I'm not dogging on the Hot Knife, but the Hot Knife still looks really cool, I guess. They're two different look. Well, they're both hot rods, but the Hot Knife's definitely way slower, like by a lot. Okay, the Hot Knife is like way slower than the Hustler. But but besides that, I mean, you know, the Hot Knife still looks good. It just doesn't sound as good, and the customization's not as good. So the Hustler's obviously a lot better option. But at the same time, if you have the collector's edition on PS3 and you transferred your character, the game like new, so you would get every collector's edition car still for free, as if you still had it, which didn't make much of a difference because the Hot Knife and all that shit, they made it like super dirt cheap. So it really didn't matter. Like, if you had the collector's edition, all these right here would be free. But if you don't have it on PS4, it's like, hey, 100K for this, 90K for this, 40K for this. Like they totally like dog these cars. If you have the collector's edition on PS3, you'd probably be hella pissed when PS4 came out because there's no collector's edition, or you'd be happy. I don't know, because you're like, fuck it, I had it like a year and a half, 2 years before everyone else. So I mean, people did glitch the hammer and shit in their inventory and like the hot knife and everything. I mean, I remember doing that on PS3, trying to glitch the fucking hot knife. And for a while there it worked till they blacklisted it for everyone that didn't have the collector's edition. Then you couldn't do it no more. But yeah, I mean, this thing's pretty dope. 90K for this though. And the hot knife still, I think if you glitch the fenders and shit off the hot knife, it kind of looks better than this, but not really. The interior definitely is nowhere close. And yeah, but wait, is the not the hot knife, is the this car on San Andreas, or is it on Legendary? I think it's on San Andreas. Yeah, no, that's the Frankenstein. Duh. Kind of look like this. No, I think the Hustler's on Legendary. We're just gonna check. 90K for the hot knife. Now this is the difference. It's 90K for a hot knife, and for a Hustler, where the fuck's the Hustler at? Dude, yeah, we might not be able to find the Hustler because I can't even find this shit no more. This shit is like, it might be on San Andreas, to be honest. No, I just passed it. It was right there. This is like a waste of 3 minutes of the video. Vapid Hustler. So this is 625,000, which actually isn't hateful. For today's currency, the GTA went from like a little bit, you know, of inflation till like the inflation just got brutal. So 625,000. I mean, yeah, if you do missions, it's just a little bit of saving up, but it's not hateful. So definitely, I recommend buying the Hustler. It's dope. The interior is just, pretty much, it's actually just copied and pasted from the Roosevelt. But only a few cars share this interior. Like, I think the Frankenstein has it, but it's black. I can't remember, but the Frankenstein doesn't look as cool as this. Like, this interior is pretty dope. The only other car that has this is the Roosevelt, and this thing just matches it so well. The hot knife just has a plain interior. This interior is actually enjoyable. Obviously, you get what you pay for sometimes. Fuck, you can pay $2.3 million for some of these supercars and they don't even look like they should in real life. But this car is definitely a recommended buy. I mean, I just fucking love it. Love the looks of this car, love the way it, you know, I mean, it drives. It's very fun. Fun factor is an 8, man. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're thinking about getting a Vapid Hustler, go for it. Peace.